Is this on? Oh. Hey, Tyra. This is Ambrika. Hey, in the house. As a fan, I just want you to know I love you. I love what you do. I love the song that you did, the Shake Your Body song, because I was like jamming to it. I was like, oh, shake your body, oh, your body. I mean, I was just really feeling that, and I don't know why people have a problem with it. It's just jealousy. Anybody who has a problem with that song, they just stupid and jealous. The, social experiments, very educational. Go, girl. But, I got some complaints. I really do. I have some complaints, but it's out of love. Because, not everybody who loves you is going to keep it real. And that's what I'm going to do, keep it real, So anyway, my first complaint is that I noticed something. Your voice changes, like, depending on what race you have on your show. Okay. When you be talking to your guests and it's a black girl, let's say, the black girl come out of you, you be like, hey girl, yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what happened to me. But then when you have a white girl as the guest, then the white girl fly out of you, it be like, oh my God, like, I totally understand what you're saying. It happened to me, like when I was modeling, like it happened to me. And that's what happened, girl. Like, you don't even realize, like, your voice be changing. Like, has anybody ever noticed that? Like, her voice be changing. If you take a look at the tapes, you'll see her voice be changing. But at the same point, you may not realize that that's happening. You may not realize that your voice does that. And it makes me wonder if you even know what's going on. Like, do you even know what's going on? Because it seems like you have no idea. Because, like, the voices be coming out of you, like, out of nowhere, just spitting and spewing all over the place. You have no idea what you're saying, no idea what you're doing. And I'm kind of like, oh my God, like, I'm a Tyra Banks fan. Like, does she really not know what's going on? Does she really not know how her voice sounds when she's doing this? Okay, complaint number 2. Alright, your hair, distracting. The weave and the wig and all that, I don't know the difference sometimes, but like the one that I hate the most though, is the wig that you be wearing like almost like every single show I see you is you got it on because you probably like it the most, but I hate it the most. And it's the blunt cut bangs in the front, straight bangs in the front and straight in the back. Oh my God. Don't like it. It looks very wiggy. Don't like it. If you gonna wear a wig or weave, the key is that it's natural. It looks natural and fools people. Now, if your whole intention is not to fool people and you don't care, girl, you accomplished it. So, but okay, the one I think you look better with the waves. You have like the weave with the waves and this looks good. And you had like a red one. Very different than what you normally do. So my whole thing is change it up, be consistent with what you do, okay? Next thing. Okay, so like, y'all remember that thing with Janet Jackson? Oh my God. Janet Jackson on the show, and you felt like you wanted to jump on top of her, so you found a way to do it. You're like, oh, Janet, let's do the If video real quick. And then you act like you fell on top of her. You acted like you fell on top of her so you could get some of Janet Jackson. And I don't blame you for that, because Janet Jackson is very sexy. Very sexy. Janet Jackson. And so it's very understandable why, out of all the guests, if you gonna fall on top of somebody, hey, it might as well be Janet Jackson. But like Tyra, I mean, you made it so obvious that you wanted that. And you may not have, but it's like that whole falling on top of her and all that. It's like, it just kind of showed me that you either wanted some of that, or you wanted some higher ratings, or you wanted some of that. And so I was just trying to figure out exactly what it was. Carney Wilson was on a show and you bent over and told her to touch her behind. I'm like, okay, is she bisexual or what? And you ain't never come out with that. I don't never really see you with no man. So I'm like, okay, do you like women or not? That's what I want to know. I'm a fan. I love you. This is not to insult or make you feel like I'm just coming at you in a bad way. But these are some serious questions. Like, if you bisexual, then I kind of feel like, hey, let it shine if you are. I mean, because I'm just saying, there's been too many episodes where you letting people touch on your booty, or you touched on their breasts, or one of them touch on your breasts, or one of them touch, it's just, it's a lot of, and you do this with the females, because I'm sure you probably feel like if you let a man do that, he gon', get a little bit too excited about it. If a woman does it, she's straight or whatever, she's not gonna really think nothing about it. She's gonna be thinking, oh, it's Tyra, so it's not a big deal. Tyra just wants me to touch on the breast. No big deal. Tyra just being Tyra. Hey, it's all good. But they don't know that maybe in your mind you thinking that you might be getting some kind of thrill out of it. I don't know. But, you might be telling them to do that because it's giving you some kind of enjoyment. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be doing it as often as you do it. It's like, if you like women, you need to go ahead and say it. Stop trying to, like, hide it. Because it's going to come out, and you can't hide that. It's going to come out. You might try to say, no, I'm just trying to have fun, trying to get ratings. But it's like, look, if that's what you like, it's going to come out at some point. And what, you going to wait till you 80 or 90 to try to admit that you want women? Okay, so next thing is, like, you always mentioning modeling when you talking to your guests, okay? And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you always bring modeling into it when it don't even apply. So, like, you be trying to relate modeling, like, you be like, okay, like the airlines are having the problems because of all the money we gotta spend. I can relate to that because with modeling, I'm on the runway, and with an airplane, they on a runway, and so I can relate to the airlines because there's a runway since I was a model, And like somebody could be like, hey, I went to a family reunion and my mom told me that she hated my guts, and you be like, you know what? I can relate that to modeling because sometimes I feel like modeling hates my guts, and it's just kind of like, okay, you reaching, Tyra, you reaching, even though I love you, but sometimes it just seems like you reaching, and like the modeling is, you falling back on that too much, and it's just a little bit like, okay, now you sounding crazy. So anyway, okay, so my next complaint is just on the fashion industry itself. You have like these fashion gurus, not your fault or anything, their views, but they try to tell you what's in style, out of style, all this stuff, right? And so like you buy something, and then like 3 months later it's out of style. It's like, who is making these rules about what's in style, out of style, and at what time limit is out of style? And you can't wear white shoes after Labor Day, but at what point can you wear it again and it's not out of style or crazy and people looking at you like something wrong with you? So I'm just trying to understand that. I don't appreciate people trying to tell me how to look, when to look, and we accept it. We so gullible to accept these fashion gurus to tell us, oh, you need to wear spandex right now, but like 2 months later it's out of style. Okay, wearing a belt around your face is in style. Next week it's out of style. I mean, it's just, and we accept it and we just deal with it. And they force it upon you. That's not your fault. I mean, you don't dictate what we wear. But just want to give it out, get a compliment, because I do love you. Think the show is great. Just little things to think about for the future. All right, that's it. Love you, Tyra. All right. Peace.